Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the big show. This is Hog Haven. This is the culmination of what's been going on here at the Empty Arena matches. Rumor has it we will be transitioning back to being able to sell tickets. How exciting. Until then, don't forget we have the International Commentary Committee on the left of us here for Patreon and Twitch, and you got me. Now we'll be switching over our two big matches tonight, the Tables Tag Team match and the cage match between the U.S. Outlaw and Bjorn will be flipped over to Twitch for everybody. But right now we got the PWA U.S. Champion Tommy Forte defending against the real deal Kevin Cruitt. And as you see, we got one of our referees, Kobe B, in the middle of the ring. And the winner of this is a double one. Of course, the winner either stays the champ, remains the champ, or becomes the champ, but puts them in a prime position later down the road if they ever wanted a title shot with our champion, JT Hogg. With that being said, let's take a look at this match. I'm telling you, Tommy Forte, you got to watch him. He always has someone lagging behind him. Kevin Cruitt has proved himself as a great technical wrestler, but he still has a wild streak in him when need be. And so it'll be interesting to see which one drives the pace of the match.
For the second time here in 2020, the United States Championship.
Oh, look at this. Right out of the gate, I have to tell you, our referee's doing a great job.
Oh, absolutely. Certainly not under these circumstances with Tommy as the defending champion. And say what you will about how he's chosen to get the job done. He's done just that. Arguably even more in the ring inside the 16x16. That you can big clothesline. And as the champion, he's only a one count.
Just got that one. Hook the leg though. That's good. You got to make
Kevin Cruitt's taking control. You couldn't ask for anything more. He's got to be aggressive. He definitely has to come off aggressive in this match. Tommy Forte, he seems to be one step behind the real deal Kevin Cruitt. One step behind. Kevin's doing a little stretching now.
Now he's jumping the back and the neck.
Going perhaps looked like he was going for a more traditional cattle clutch, but instead clamped the side for his putting the pressure on the neck.
Got a finger in the left eye. Kevin.
We had the champion in great position in the middle of the ring for that hold, and he may have done enough damage to be able to exploit that to his advantage throughout the remainder of this match.
Absolutely.
Tommy's got control now.
You never
I gotta tell you, Tommy has a tendency to go to the method of stretching the rules a bit when he can't figure something out. And in this case, he's having a hard time figuring it out. Oh, look at this. We got a roll through. Nice. That is the Tommy Forte we're used to.
Because two men potentially.
Let's face it, Tommy, it isn't a necessity to cheat or bend the rules. He just likes doing it.
Well, I'm sure everyone remembers quite well, especially ones that saw it go down. The U.S. Outlaws interference. What led to Forte.
Tommy Forte being relentless on the arm.
I want Tommy or I want the U.S. Outlaw. I don't care which one. And you know what? To his credit, the U.S. Outlaw stepped up. And now we're going to have a definitive win.
Oh, roll through. Leg sweep. Nice. Into a leg bar. I got to tell you, once again, Kevin Cruitt taking control of this match.
All those questions will be answered, hopefully, by the end of our night.
I've been in the ring with Bjorn. It's bad enough being in the square circle with him, but to be locked in.
Working the leg and working the leg hard.
Kevin Pruitt has staked out the left knee, it appears, of the U.S. champion, and may have done some severe damage to that. Oh, rolls him over again.
Keeps working on that knee. That's going to take away some of Tommy Forte's moves, like full screw, and it's going to make it hard for him to get around. If you take the leg, take the wheel.
Once again, working the leg. It's right there in front of you. You hear the international commentary team. Kevin is dominating this match. No ifs, ands, or buts. He is dominating this match.
With those forearm shots, he finally is able to get Kevin the real deal off of him. Tommy's struggling to get up. He's favoring that leg.
What impact on that kick right to the knee? That's right, something snapped.
Kevin definitely had a game plan coming into this match, and I think, he bent that one the wrong way. I think a combination of Kevin's strong game plan and the lack of Tommy putting together a strong game plan is definitely showing you that it doesn't always take talent to win a match, but in this case, Kevin's got both. Tommy wants to tap. He'd never live it down, though. Never live it down. He gets the bottom rope. Kind of shocked Kevin didn't hold on to that leg a little longer before the 5 count.
Oh, even if he does walk out with the championship, I'd say he will probably be hobbling out at best. He could be hobbling straight to major reconstructive surgery.
Oh, Kevin's had enough. That one of the gloves are gone.
To our U.S. champion. Franchise player, Radio Kevin Pruitt has been focused on the knee now. Snap super.
Snapping it. He's going to roll through and give him another one. Do we go for it? He's going for a third. I think the most he's ever given is 4. Here comes 4. Does he go for 5? No, he doesn't. I would have hooked the leg on that. I think if he would have hooked the leg, he could have had him.
Well, I had to say, if he would have hooked the injured leg, the leg he spent so much time trying to weaken, trying to damage, he might have been able to get the 3 count in that situation. I mean, the heat of battle, sometimes you just react on injury.
Oh!
Oh my goodness! That could break it out right there!
Hyperextend the elbow for sure.
A desperate move from a desperate man. Tommy Forte. I think he just evened the playing field.
A beautiful Bobby Eaton perfected by the Midnight Express. Oh my!
Now he's just going to yank at the shoulder and the elbow. There's only so much strength in the ring that the elbow, the shoulder, the knee, any of those joints can take.
And you see what lengths Tommy Forte is having to go to keep pace with the challenge of the real deal Kevin Pruitt. Forte still obviously limping on
Once you capture that gold, you do not want to let it go. It is a drug.
Once again, we want to thank everybody for their online donations. This is the big show, the Hog Haven big show. I'm telling you, JT Hogg is our heavyweight champion. This card was put around. He's got an up-and-coming challenger tonight as he defends the title. In a lot of these matches, we'll have an interesting outcome on who's going to be the next contender. Nice drop kick. Tommy swinging for the fences and missing every time. And every time he misses, he's getting nailed. And just barely kicking out.
Referee right up there with the action. He says it was just a 2, but man, it doesn't get much closer than that. Aaron Hurt, we've still got the heavyweight title match and the cage match coming up. Fans, if you just tuned in, my name is...
Oh, reversal into the corner. Kevin up and over. Nice move. Shoulder block to the gut. He's got something coming off the top. Oh, no. Holy crap. Feet on the ropes. The ref didn't see it. Tommy Forte at the last minute was going to be put away, put to bed. He knocks the hand off, knocks Kevin's foot off the top rope, flips him and flops him, lands on his head. Tommy Forte covers him for the 3. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back after these messages. Hey, it's the PWA Wrestling Online Store. That's right. Rep your favorite stars by going to the PWA Merchandise Online Store. And what we've got for you right now, the new PWA Superstar Mr. Microphone playset. That's right. You get a headset. You get the microphone. You even get the PWA placard board to go with your microphone. And the nice thing is, there's a switch on the side where you can go live and you can go Aaron Hurt. You can sound like the PWA announcer himself, Aaron Hurt. That's right, the Mr. Microphone playset. Get it today.
So, a championship match right here in the PWA. JT Hogg making his first title defense. And Aaron, you cannot count anyone out. Jordan Carlisle.
Here we go, fans. Heavyweight title on the line. JT Hogg defending against Jordan Carlisle. JT Hogg's promised the fans, whether they're in the arena or not, that he's going to defend that title. This has been a goal of his to win the heavyweight championship and to hold on to it, to show everybody that he is the man to contend with. He is the man. He is the champion. Rose, our referee, will be calling the action. But we got Jordan Carlisle, an up-and-comer contender, and JT doesn't believe in non-title action. Even if you might heard of non-title, this is title match. He's putting the belt on the line, and you can tell he's serious. He's taped his fists up. Jordan Carlisle finally getting rid of that denim vest, and we're going to see just what he's got and how he feels about the heavyweight champion. Oh, look at here, JT checking out his vest. I don't know if he's going to try to put, Jordan doesn't like that. Don't touch my stuff. Jordan taking a punch in the head for his actions, and JT's going with the quick fists. Floating like a butterfly, stinging like a hog. There is a running clothesline into the corner. Cracking him a couple times on top of the head and in the jaw. Here comes a snapmare. And JT's just going to work this man over, dropping elbows. Dropping him, raining him down from the top to the bottom. Jordan Carlisle, I don't know if he realized what he was getting himself into. Going for the eyes. Once again, desperate times bring desperate measures. Jordan Carlisle swinging, slapping, poking, prodding. He's trying to get in charge of this match. JT with the reversal. Carlisle, he did a sunset flip over the top and popped right back up. Tried to catch JT off guard. Actually, it's a pretty good move. I don't think he could have got him over for the sunset flip, so he just rolled on over. We got the JT leg sweep. Oh, we got a 1 count. There's some stuff left in the tank for Jordan Carlisle.
The only reservation I have about JT Hogg in the early stages of this title reign is, has he been tested enough? Has he had to go the distance long enough to really push that conditioning? Big suplex!
Ring rust is real so far. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that.
As you hear people talking, everybody's kind of questioning JT's physical status because coming back from a injury, getting back into the ring, you can tell he's lean, he's mean, he's a fighting machine. He proved that out of the gate by totally catching Jimmy Fahrenheit off guard and winning the heavyweight title. He's done 6-mans, he's done tags, He's defended the title. I think he's proven himself. He's proved himself. He's a proven man. I don't think he worries about what the people say. I think he puts his head down and he just goes to work. Jordan Carlisle swinging away. You keep chopping at the tree. Hopefully, eventually, it's going to fall down.
And I'm trying to think. It might have been out of action for the very first cage match, almost nearly 2 years ago.
I believe that he was.
I got to give Jordan Carlisle credit for sticking with this. He's been relentless. Oh, look at that. A splash.
Let's recognize at this moment.
He's staying on him. I don't know. He's snapmare over. I don't understand that one. He had JT reeling and rocking. I know he's got him in a reverse chin lock, but you're also giving JT a chance to kind of get his legs underneath him. You got to remember, you're talking to a veteran here.
Phone calls from Mark Cole. He wants to know when is the PWA bringing him back in to reform his tag team with JT Hall.
Well, we might have to give some fair warning to the rest.
We want to thank Buford Heating and Cooling once again for donating again on this show. $32.50. We want to thank Buford Heating and Cooling for all your heating and cooling needs. Thank you, Buford. Looks like he might be going for a Boston Crab. Yes, I'm right. He is. He's taking him to Boston. We're having a tea party here.
But we hope to give you more details about.
He's got it cinched in tight, too. This is a really good move. JT Hogg. Oh, my gosh. Powered right out of that. I wouldn't have expected that. Would not have expected that.
And you're going to want to check it out each and every day, each and every week.
So if you are questioning JT's physical status, I think he proved right there. He's on a quarter of a tank, maybe half a tank, and he still was able to use leg strength to get out of that Boston Crab. Oh, side kick. Oh, look at that. Kung Fu Hog.
I imagine Tony James has had a lot of time.
Oh, moved out of the way of the huge splash. Did you see that? Man, JT Hogg, he was going to put Jordan Carlisle into the next calendar year. That was one heck of a splash. Jordan Carlisle moves at the last second. I don't know why he's going to the legs. He had the man down. I would have covered him and hooked the leg. It's by the ropes. He's got the ropes. He's got to let go. What a great opportunity, but it was missed there on that miscue by JT Hogg.
Well, that was exactly what we were talking about. The speed that JT Hogg has maintained even in his downtime. His speed is there, and it is better than ever because he hit that thing a million miles an hour.
Well, and Jordan Carlisle has in fact been.
No, double leg drop to the groin area, inside the leg. Hook the leg. Now see, you can't just lay sideways on JT Hogg when you hook the leg. You've got to cover that man, and you've definitely got to pull up on that leg. Otherwise, he's going to roll right over.
Wrestling God just saved the life of Jordan Carlisle. Whoa, JT Hogg's got him hooked up.
JT Hogg with a submission hold.
What's he doing?
Look at the determination on his face.
Oh, he's going for an armbar.
Oh, he's going for the Shuji Katami.
He turned leg scissors into an armbar.
Jordan Carlisle rolling
I don't think they speak Japanese in the Ozarks.
Ooh, look at that. Jordan Carlisle, he's not having any of that.
Shoulders up.
So Jordan Carlisle, I think Jordan Carlisle is a little, off the balance. His balance is a little off there. I'll get it out here in a second. I think you can tell he's messed up right now. He must be running on empty. JT Hogg, I think, is luring him in. Once again, JT's one of those guys that he'll take 3 punches to give 2 good ones. Oh my gosh, JT Hogg with a sunset flip. 1. Oh, he's got the ropes. Too close to the ropes. JT Hogg, though, pulls out a sunset flip.
Jordan Carlisle is trying to catch his breath. JT Hogg staying on top of him.
My, did he connect with that blow to the top of the head, but Carlisle gives us what he gets. They're slugging it out on their knees here.
Just teeing off on each other. This is what we like in the PWA. A good old-fashioned fight.
Who's going to blink first?
Just hold off.
Oh, yeah! JT Hogg normally gets a lot of his energy and encouragement from the fans. These empty arena setups have got to be very different for the likes of JT Hogg. It's got to be hard.
Oh, look at that. Jordan Carlisle. Out of nowhere. Tries to reverse it. Let's go. Comes back and kicks JT right in the boiler. Climbing up the ropes. Jordan Carlisle's feeling it right now. He is not going to be beat. Oh, the Alabama slam. I think it's over. 1, 2, 3. Ring the bell. JT Hogg defends his heavyweight title, and I think he's proven to everybody physically that he is still the man to contend with, your heavyweight champion. We'll be right back after these messages.
While you do that, I will...
Hey, the PWA Wrestling online merchandise store has your merchandise needs. That's right, PWA Pez dispensers. You get 3 flavors, grape, orange, and lemon. That's right. You can get Jeffrey Jean, you can get Josh the Rocket Benson, or Feel the Sensation Anthony Ray. Pez dispensers. They're sweet, they're collectible, they're rocking the PWA style. Get them as soon as you can.
About to make their way to the ring, the champions. They are the team of Krypton and Rowdy Randy Forrest.
What? You want to do it? Oh, yeah. Oh, let's let him come out.
In fact, the previous holders of the
I want to see him too, Ref. I want to see him.
Come on home.
Hey, make sure they get to see him.
I was telling the fans at home, for those of them who unfortunately didn't see the match, I don't know why they wouldn't have, the ladder match a few weeks ago, which was won by Krypton.
Hey,
And that's how Rowdy Randy Forrest and Krypton gained the tag team titles. And now
Come on, Red,
Jeffrey
do this.
John with
Come on, Red.
his gold standard partner. This battle is going. The next ladder match.
And this match is going to
Come on, guys!
they might
That felt good!
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Good? You good?
force in a way that is impossible to overcome.
I think there's fans
Get back in the ring, guys. Come on.
It's like trouble coming together.
That was a really good shot.
But Krypton, come on, Krypton! Taking a beating from Jimmy Fahrenheit in one corner as Jeffrey John shows right the throttle that well-muscled neck of Brandy.
Go to the top rope. Go to the top rope.
The only way to win this is to pull. Come on, Jeffrey! Neckbreaker.
Elbow drop that man. Oh, elbow drop that man. Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
For the elbow drop from Jeffrey John. Gold standard, flying high.
What you call
Steven back here once again to represent
Hey, you get
them.
him.
We saw him make a
And boy, were we lucky to see that throw against the
Oh yeah. Jeffrey John gets absolutely planted center of the ring as Krypton and Jimmy Fahrenheit go at it outside. Our cameraman trying to get a shot. Huge splash from the top, and all the cameraman trying to get a splash from the top, and all the action.
It's hard to follow all this action with all 4 men going at it like this, Aaron.
Oh, well, after Krypton was introduced to the table, he sent Jimmy Fahrenheit headfirst into the ring post. The table is what's going to decide things here.
Get out of this thing.
Each team has to make sure that they're aware of what is happening to their partner. Oh, Jeffrey John. Getting beat pillar to post inside the ring.
Krypton's on the back of Jimmy Fahrenheit on the outside, just hammering him.
Oh, able to chop him down with those elbow strikes to the back of the neck. And now the pace finally slows down to that of a somewhat regulated wrestling match. Although this will probably be the only point of the evening where it resembles such.
Time out! Time out! Get him back! Referee, get him back! Time out!
In a regular match, and certainly not in a tables match with a tag team. Oh, Krypton really laid one in there on Jimmy Fahrenheit.
Come on, Jimmy! Come on, Jimmy! Come on, Jimmy! Come on, buddy!
The French Knife player, Fahrenheit getting a very cheap victory. Very cheap victory. Jeffrey John was there to continue.
Hey, Randy, that's called
being
confidence.
only interrupted by Krypton, so the issues were all for them long before we got to this fight.
Might have broke his jaw. Nick Stevens getting that table into the ring.
And that's going to be a huge benefit to the challengers. And Nick Stevens on the outside there to make them aware of some impending doom, perhaps, or to position a table in an advantageous position.
I'm talking about Jeffrey.
Come on, guys. What's up?
Destroy that
Krypton
little
could be
freak.
moments
Come
away
on. What are you going to do?
Where that Funko power, huh? Where that Funko power?
Taunt Krypton. Fighting back. Not taking it from either one of them. What else Stevens might He regrets it now.
And that's not the only way. As we said, that's one of the many ways that table can be used as a weapon here tonight. Oh, this does not bode well. Oh, DDT straight down onto that table.
I think he was able to get the arms up a little bit and protect himself.
Well, it looked like Krypton was aiming for the very corner edge.
Come on.
Absolutely. If it doesn't knock you out, it'll cut you open. And now, the first team to put the other team through a table is the winner and the tag team champion. Tag team championship on the line tonight. Just to start the show off.
Well, as devastating as it would be for our champions to find themselves without the titles at the end of the week. Oh! Double team maneuver! Right into the power slam! Please double team maneuver! Right into the power slam! And a look of confidence on Randy's face.
If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times the last few weeks. It is not a safe time to be a champion in the Premier Wrestling Alliance.
And they're going to work on that table, getting it set up. But not only to the champions,
Nick Stevens throwing a chair to Jimmy Fahrenheit.
do they want to hold on to their belts by any means necessary. They would consider it an extra bit of indignity to have to lose in a table. Oh, chair right to the down across the back.
Right across the spine.
What do we say about extreme? Oh my! And Krypton.
Randy suffered the effects of that, and then
Oh, chair right to the.
right across the spine.
What do we say about Oh my!
Right to the post, and now Krypton's down from a low blow.
Stay on the big man.
What are they doing with the chair?
Come on, Jimmy.
I certainly don't like the looks of this.
Come on, Jimmy.
Picks him up out of the waistline. Oh, get out of that chair! Look what they did to that chair! By applying Krypton and chair as well.
Are you serious? That's what I'm talking about.
That's why you gotta get your front row seat, because nobody's gonna be able to sit in that chair anymore. You gotta be watching this at PWAOhio.com.
We want to thank everyone for joining us on PWOhio.com.
Oh my, this might be getting taken to an entirely unnecessary level right here.
But this is absolutely.
Oh, he's galvanizing that leg. Shades of
The chair on the leg, Krypton is hurt.
It almost ended the career of Brian Pillman in 1997, and we have done the same to Krypton here in the year 2020.
Krypton is in agonizing pain.
Well, the air just got sucked out of this room the moment that happened.
There you go, guys.
The atmosphere changed in an instant, and now the challengers are the ones who have control.
Right here.
Could this be the moment that they go for the table?
Finish
If
him
they
up.
can get Randy up off his feet, oh, here it goes.
Finish him
They're
up.
going to go for a suplex. They're going to suplex right through the table.
If they pull this off, we've got new champions right here now to open the broadcast.
Randy can't. He can't.
There's no way even Randy can.
Suplex both men.
There's no way even Randy can. A feat of strength, obviously out of the one, but nearly impossible
I have no idea how Randy was able to pull that out.
Both men, a combined 450 pounds between them, are now outside the ring.
I can continue.
Go back.
After
Go back to the goat stand.
both impacting the concrete floor. Jeffrey John.
No. Jimmy. Come on, Jimmy. Come on.
Apart here at the DFA Arena. Rowdy, he's got some bad intentions for that team. Looks like he's taking the box back to the outside.
Krypton doing everything he can to make sure Jeffrey John is not a factor in this match going forward.
What's Randy gonna do at the table? Got him right now. Got Jimmy.
Jeff, come on. Jeff.
Down on the knee this time.
Come on, Randy.
The ruthlessness from the champions deserves mention here. Krypton seemed to be trying to put out Jeffrey John's eye with that DDT to the table.
The challengers are down and out. I just saw Nick Stevens. He's out too. He ran out the back door, it looked like.
Well, couldn't happen to a nicer guy, but that's a story for another time. But Jeffrey John, only being able to defend himself at the last instant, saved himself from a serious injury. Randy then used the table again. Cripple both of his head. Oh, that's Krypton now. Back first into the ring apron. That's nothing but a steel arm.
Baseball line taking Rowdy Randy down. The champs are not looking good right now.
On top of that steel bar, the business end of a few 2x6, 2x8.
Get in here, Jeff. I need you to
What
take
kind
the
of
knee
lumber they've got.
Take a knee?
Yeah.
But
You know I'm good at that.
the table is the most dangerous piece of furniture still in this building tonight. Oh, look at the press slam!
We've seen
What's
this
he gonna
before.
do? Takes him down with the gutbuster from the heavens! There you go! Press slam! What's he gonna do? Takes him down with the gutbuster from the...
That was not the air idea. Crack a rib or two. Krypton is hurt. His knee, his leg, his ribs.
And Randy, at a disadvantage being the second man in the ring, could we see...
The challengers have taken over on the champions.
I was just about to say, could we see the challengers set a standard in the tag team division once again?
Just shot a knee right to the champion Randy's face. Randy's down, and now they're dragging Krypton to the middle. Gonna try to give him some of the same. Running knee strike right to the head. There's no way you can prepare for that. That is bone on
That's
bone.
confidence.
That's the song.
Great confidence.
Jimmy Fahrenheit, you'll have all the time for flexing after the match is over. You need to put your man through a table.
Well, franchise players, this just goes to show what it takes to compete in the PWA. You have to go through to be a champion. I mean, say what you will about the men that have come and gone, but it only highlights the value that these men that we compete here week in and week out bring to the PWA.
Looks like they're trying to set Randy up on that table. Jeffrey John, he's got some bad intentions here.
See it?
What's the decision, Jeffrey John?
Let's do it.
Jeffrey John, come on, has been eliminated.
The winners, Randy and Krypton.
No! Referee Johnny Long has declared the winners as still the PWA Tag Team. No! The team of Rowdy Randy Flores and Krypton. Oh, Cascado being caught by Randy! Krypton! Oh, what is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, back by popular demand, we sold out the first night we got these, and we've got some new ones in. That's right, the PWA Wrestling Buddies. PWA Stuffed Wrestling Buddies. Get Bjorn, get Randy, get Jeffrey Jean. You can get them in a 3-pack. You can get them in a 2-pack. You can pack them if you want. They only come one. They come all. That is the PWA Stuffed Wrestling Buddies. Get them at the PWA Wrestling Online store. They're soft. They're tough. They're ready to rumble.
Wrestling fans, the following contest from the PWA Arena is your main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time that everybody has been waiting for. The talk is over, and the men are about to meet each other one-on-one inside the confines of the steel cage. The U.S. Outlaw asked for this match. I apologize. Bjorn asked for this match, and the U.S. Outlaw obliged.
American Steel! You see this American Steel? Did you see it, Hollywood?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is only the second cage match in the history of the Premier Wrestling Alliance. These matches can be career shorteners. That is solid steel. Cyclone fencing there. U.S. Outlaw is full of energy and excitement. I hope the fans at home are as ready and as excited about this matchup as we are here in the PWA Arena. The man about to make his way to the ring, the former United States champion. Some say the U.S. Outlaw played a big part in him losing that title to Tommy Forte, the current United States champion. There he is, the Scandinavian psychopath, the Nordic nightmare, the man known as Bjorn. I don't even think they made the door wide enough for Bjorn to fit through there.
The cage isn't going to bite you. The cage is going to do what I tell it to do tonight. The cage is on my side. Yeah, you're going to learn a lesson, boy.
At this time, fans, allow me to introduce the official in charge of this last man standing steel cage match. He is senior PWA official Johnny Long.
In charge, is it? Is that what you are tonight, in charge? Charles in charge. Get a look at him, folks. He's going down after I take care of the marble sack.
Once again, fans, this steel cage match is last man standing. The man who renders his opponent unable to answer your official's count of 10 will be declared the winner. Introducing first, to my right.
That's right.
He comes from parts unknown.
You know it.
Wrestling tonight, weight unknown.
You got it.
He
you
is,
don't need to know how much I weigh.
He is the masked man, the U.S. Outlaw.
Ooh, made in America, just like this steel.
And his opponent, standing to my left at a weight of 431 pounds from Scandinavia,
I'm sending him back.
the Nordic Nightmare, Bjorn.
Now that the introductions are out of the way, Aaron Hurt is getting out of the ring. Johnny Long is closing the door.
Franchise player, I tried to get out of that cage as quickly as I could. The only thing keeping me from having an anxiety attack as I started to perspire and feel what it was like inside this ring, the only thing that was able to soothe me was the knowledge that I would quickly be joining you here, that I would get out of this cage before these two men locked it up.
Well, these two men, as you see, are starting off with a very slow and methodical pace. They have to be careful. They can't act too quick. If they act too fast and the other one gets a one-up on them, that could be doom for them in a match like this.
Well, we couldn't have made the rules, the conditions for victory, any more simple or straightforward. Keep the man down for the count of 10. You're the one that gets your hand raised. You get the bragging rights. And they're going at it right here, the test of strength, the Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Do not be deceived by the difference apparent at first glance in size between these two.
There's a lot of size difference. Oh, I think he bit him on the face or bit him on the ear, pulled a Mike Tyson on. There's a huge size difference. The U.S. Outlaw is one of the stronger men in the locker room, however. He has a bench press record for his high school, and he is one of the stronger men. Don't let his looks, don't let him fool you.
That is exactly the point I was alluding to, but we're seeing him show off the quickness here. Effortlessly
trying to throw him into the cage. Bjorn blocked that one.
Well, the first time one of these men gets introduced to that cage, as you said, it's certainly not going to be very pleasant, but that's when the tenor of this match will change. That's when things will go from just being a regular match to being a war, to being something that these men would probably be put in jail for on the streets.
Well, in that cage is so close. These men, if they are thrown into the ropes, they are bound to hit this cage. There is no room for any kind of mistake in this sort of matchup. And let's not forget, the only way you can win is when your opponent cannot respond to a 10 count. How bad must you beat him down for him not to be able to get up to a 10 count?
Well, for the first time in the contest, Bjorn has been knocked off his feet with that well-executed shoulder block flying off of the second turnbuckle there.
They used to call that in the GWF a Scud missile from the shades of the Dark Patriot, U.S. Outlaw. U.S. Outlaw trying to introduce Bjorn to the cage. Bjorn not allowing it to happen yet.
Doing everything he can to prevent the U.S. Outlaw from slamming his face into that unforgiving
You've got to wear your opponent down, but once he's wore down to that point, you can use that cage to your benefit, and it is going to help in this style of match. With it being last man standing, one of these men is going to have to be carried out of here. Oh my God!
We both heard the collision.
I think we heard a rib crack, and the U.S. Outlaw is struggling down on his hands and knees, and Johnny Long starts the count.
3, 4.
Now, Bjorn doesn't have to wait for the count if he wants to. If he doesn't think he's down, he can go in for the kill, and he can try to finish him off.
And let's clarify that the wrestler does have to make it back to both feet before the referee will stop his count. Oh, my goodness.
U.S. Outlaw hit the ropes, hit the cage, and he's down.
2.
Big boot from Bjorn.
3.
No, it sounded like an earthquake hit this building here in Lancaster, Ohio. The steel cage paying dividends in the early going here for Bjorn.
7.
It's only been a matter of moments, and the U.S. Outlaw is taking the referee's count up to 7 before getting back to his feet.
Going for that big splash again. We saw that earlier. JT Hogg went flying in. Now Bjorn having the same luck or lack thereof. U.S. Outlaw is going to try to take advantage of this, but he's climbing the rope.
Well, we might have an immediate problem in the fact that, these two men are hitting the cage so hard that I believe that there's a possibility of it falling apart. We've heard pieces.
Not only that, when Bjorn hit the corner, it hit the cage so hard that it knocked one of the clamps loose. This cage might not even be strong enough to hold these two men.
As much of a miracle of physics as the traditional 16x16 wrestling ring is, you add the steel cage to it, and it makes the engineering all that much more complicated. we've just got to hope that this steel cage stays up around the ring before these men are done battling each other. Again, you can hear it.
Oh, and the Outlaw takes the cage. Bjorn throws the U.S. Outlaw into the cage. Now the U.S. Outlaw's down.
Perhaps the only sound more cringe-inducing of this cage getting beaten to the point that as we said, we're hearing things we should never hear in a cage match, but that also includes the sound that the U.S. Outlaw just made. We've got to emphasize that the only way to win this match is to beat your opponent. You can't pin him.
Tripped up Bjorn.
You can't pin him. You can't make him submit. You can't escape the cage.
No way Bjorn's going to be able to be down for a 10 count from a mere trip. Maybe the U.S. Outlaw's just trying to get a breather. U.S. Outlaw climbing back up to the second rope. What's he doing?
Well, he's using that cage to maintain his balance.
Another shoulder tackle.
I was going to say, been resorting to a lot of high-impact maneuvers, a lot of maneuvers from the turnbuckle, using that extra momentum and velocity to overcome not only the fact that Bjorn clocks in over at 400 pounds plus, but he has such a low center of gravity even for a man that size. He's nearly impossible to budge. Oh, leg drop!
Big leg drop. U.S. Outlaw taking it to Bjorn.
It looked like the heel of the boot might have come down right on the throat.
Right on the larynx.
And that was no
having
accident.
a hard time breathing.
That was no accident.
Aaron, that's the way this match is going to go.
I was gonna say,
these two men are going to do whatever it takes. They don't care.
The surefire way to make sure that your man is incapacitated for a sustained period of time to do something like that.
This match is not for the weak at heart. This match is not two guys in there having a good time, testing their skills and knowledge against each other. This is two men trying to take one another apart.
Well, that's the reason, as Bjorn now fires back and sits the U.S. Outlaw head first into the cage. Oh!
Takes him for a second ride.
U.S. Outlaw is reeling. But this is the reason, this is only the second time in the history of the PWA that a match of this kind has been sanctioned. Oh, throws him like a dart into the cage.
Battering rammed him right into the cage, and the U.S. Outlaw's down. I think this match is moments from being over.
It's certainly taken on an entirely different set of circumstances. You are exactly right. He's just now seemingly becoming aware of the fact that the referee's count is up to 6.
3 more. He's got to get up. Oh, my God. The U.S. Outlaw's up.
This being the second time we've seen a cage match in the history of the PWA, that's not by accident. Not only are there rarely two men that want to get at each other so bad that this is appropriate, the men that are willing to subject themselves to this kind of violence, but that you simply have been left with no other choice but to risk the injury these men are both liable to face by sanctioning this match.
Well, and how do you prepare for a match like this? You can't set up a cage in your backyard and have your buddy throw you head first into it. You have to take yourself to a place deep down in your soul and prepare yourself the best you can, and I hope both of these men have done so.
Well, the U.S. Outlaw considers himself just as much of the cock of the walk in the back alleys of parts unknown as he does in the back locker room of the PWA, but he might get a dose of reality from Bjorn. Oh, gets the boot up. Oh, low blow.
Oh, but it's all legal in a cage match. Oh!
He almost took the cage down.
That cage wall flexed out when all 370, 380, 400 pounds hit it.
Oh, again, another leg drop. Full head of steam. Drop that one to the sternum. Oh, again. Across the upper body.
1, 2,
Bjorn is having a hard time breathing.
3, 4.
What are we going to do if neither man answers the count of 10, franchise player? We have to settle this rivalry here tonight in the cage. As we said, just for the health and well-being of these two men, the future careers. Not that we have any love lost for the U.S. Outlaw, but he is a human being after all. At least I think so.
Absolutely. That is why you cannot have these matches on a regular basis. You shorten the careers of your roster. You take these men out of the game, and these two men are going to be out for quite some time. No winners come out of this.
Well, they might not only just bring down the steel cage around them and us, they might bring down the entire PWA arena. Bjorn is down. U.S. Outlaw able to connect with another clothesline from the turnbuckle, but it took a lot more impact to get Bjorn down. He, meaning the U.S. Outlaw, definitely seems to be sucking wind.
Yeah, the U.S. Outlaw is up, but not by much.
Well, we're practically out of breath here at ringside. It's got to be taking a toll on these men.
Choking him on that second strand.
Oh, that might have done damage to the eye of Bjorn. From the looks of things, I mean, there's unseen, uncountable barbs and spurs at jagged edges on this steel cage. I mean, this was not designed to be comfortable by any means. This is not the kind of thing you would put up around your backyard. This is more like something you'd put up to keep somebody from breaking into a storage facility or a warehouse somewhere.
Yeah, this cage is not pretty, and it has bad intentions. Oh, Bjorn head first into the cage.
And the more...
And to the other side.
The more head first impacts...
The Outlaw won't let him fall. He keeps taking him from side to side, pillar to post. Bjorn is out on his feet, and now he's just out.
Tried to grab those ropes by instinct, but not even that was able to keep the man on his feet.
Bjorn has put up a good fight, and the fight is done. He cannot get up. Bashed his head, not one, not two, not three, but 4 times. Wouldn't even allow him to fall, and now he's down. I don't know how he's moving.
Well, I'm sure the U.S. Outlaws not too pleased to see Bjorn back on his feet.
U.S. Outlaw goes right back to it. Bjorn cannot take much more of this. He has got to mount an offensive.
Oh, all 400 plus pounds.
Every time they hit the corner, the cage moves. Look at that, the ring shakes.
No, you can visibly, you can observe this for yourselves, fans. We don't need to describe it for you. Once again.
He blocked the suplex and then went with a low blow. Even if the referee sees it, what can he do?
Well, the U.S. Outlaw boasted that he was ready for Bjorn. He's not quite made a believer of me yet, but...
Oh, head first, battering ram. Almost knocked Bjorn off his feet himself. U.S. Outlaw is down.
Until this particular moment, you should say, and there's Bjorn not even waiting for the count. If he could win by pinfall, this match would be over right now.
That's it. Johnny Long's counting him out.
But I think the U.S. Outlaw has fared a lot better than perhaps...
Wait a minute, Bjorn's coming back at the attack!
Oh, some might have felt he would, but that could be a moot point.
U.S. Outlaw, big splash twice from Bjorn!
Oh, you can hear the U.S. Outlaw struggling to breathe even through that mask.
What's he done? What's he doing? Bjorn's trying to drag him into position. Oh, I think this is all bad news for the U.S. Outlaw.
It could just be a matter of time now.
Bjorn's climbing to the second rope.
Oh, it comes down off with the huge splash.
Just a squisher. Squished the life out of the U.S. Outlaw. U.S. Outlaw just making guttural moans.
That was absolutely stomach churning.
I think that was sternum breaking, stomach churning. U.S. Outlaw's grabbing the rope. What's he doing?
Oh, from that sound
How is he even moving? The U.S. Outlaw's back on his feet.
Oh!
No, he's down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of this last man standing steel cage match, Bjorn!
I thought the U.S. Outlaw was going to make it back to his feet, and he just didn't have it left in him. Bjorn is your winner. Aaron Hurt, I'm going to go get a winner. I'm going to go get a word with the winner.
Well, fans, I hate to resort to cliches, but I wouldn't call Bjorn a winner as much as a survivor. But he certainly looks a lot better than the U.S. Outlaw does at the moment. And say what you will about that man in the mask. He did everything he said he was going to do when he walked into that cage, but it just was not enough to get the job done against perhaps the most violent, destructive force in the PWA. The man exiting the cage to get a word with the franchise player, Bjorn. Hopefully we've got some paramedics, not just for the U.S. Outlaw, but possibly for Bjorn as well. We'll try to update you on the well-being of these men.
I'm standing here with your winner, Bjorn. Bjorn, how do you feel after that crazy, intense matchup? You finally got the match with the U.S. Outlaw that you wanted. I hope we can now put this feud to rest. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Bjorn, we'll let you get to the back and get yourself tended to medical care.
Well, there you hear the comments from our winner, Bjorn, franchise player in the ring. We're going to see if we can ascertain the condition of the U.S. Outlaw.
Aaron, I'm in the ring with the U.S. Outlaw. Outlaw, I gotta say, for all the naysayers out there, for all the detractors on the U.S. Outlaw, we gotta give it up for you because you put up one heck of a fight.
You trying to give me credit for something? Is that what you're doing? Well, guess what? I don't need anybody's credit. The noises escaping my body are not that of pain, but of disappointment. Bjorn! Even the sun shines on a dog's butt once in a great while. And boy, you whooped me tonight. You whooped me good. You took me out back and you put the boots to me. You better savor the flavor because it won't happen again. And out of my good ear, Chris Pruitt, my good one, I heard everybody throw a party saying it's all over and said and done. The Outlaw's been put to bed and Bjorn gets to move on to greener pastures. Well, you can milk him all you want, but I'm not done. I got what I wanted. I took a piece. I took 7 pounds of flesh from that boy, and he took 10 of mine, and I guess I'm going to have to settle up with him come 3 months of Sundays. Woo! But for now, I guess it's long live Bjorn.
U.S. Outlaw with a lot to say. It doesn't seem like anything's been settled here for him. Fans, we'll see you next week.
What a night of action, ladies and gentlemen. We open up with the United States title shot, which we thought the real deal Kevin Pruitt was going to take the title home. And then out of nowhere, Tommy Forte, with a little trickery, picks up the win. JT Hogg shows everybody his physical dominance as heavyweight champion. And then you had the table match for the tag team titles. What a brutal ending to that. And then, of course, finally, the feud going on, Bjorn blaming the U.S. Outlaw for his title loss and his lack of title shots. Finally does a last man standing cage match, not for the faint at heart. What a match. Both men will never be the same. Unbelievable. We want to thank everybody for their online contributions. And rumor has it that we'll be coming back and allowing fans to come back into the arena. You heard it here first. Little Birdie told me. And we got an interesting clip here after the post-game show that might lend your some proof into that. But with that being said, we want to thank everybody for sticking around. Remember, this was brought to you by COVID Mask. Sometimes you need to cover more than just your face. Tune in, speak up, and be heard. PWA Wrestling.
Brian Blade, I give you all the compliments in the world for the fortitude and the guts that you showed, and I'm sure that these fans would love to hear from you now that you're back on the hunt for a title here in the PWA.
Well, thank you, Aaron. I also want to thank Bjorn for giving me the opportunity. He's a class act, man. He gave me that shot, and he did a really great job. I'm happy to be back in the PWA. We're back. We got more shows planning. I'm just happy to be here.
He's happy! Brian Blades! Brian Blades!
So happy.
Hey, Brian Blades, why don't you sing us that song you and Uncle Jesse in the truck going down the road? Isn't that song you sing? You were telling everybody earlier today. Sing it for us! Can you keep a beat? Can you keep a beat?
I don't blame you.
Come on, where you going, Brian Blades? Brian Blades! Everybody, let's give it up for Brian Blades. Hey, he's so happy.